Hello, I'm Mingan Song. We have fought to kill global ignorance with data. One of the biggest forms of ignorance is judging people based on their nationality or race. We often say Chinese people are loud, India is messy, or England is a land of gentlemen. But do you realize how terrible these stereotypes actually are? Because it's clear that you do things based on your income rather than culture. I realize that if you want to truly understand humanity, you don't look at maps, you look at homes. Imagine the entire world living on one long street. We call this Dollar Street. The poorest live on the far left and the richest on the far right. If I ask the students here, where do you live? Most would point to the middle. You think, I don't have a swimming pool or a private jet, so I must be average. But that is a massive delusion. If you live in a country like South Korea, you're already the global top 1% and live at the very top of this street. Hard to believe, right? Today, we are going to walk down this street to show why your boring daily life is actually a miracle for 6 billion other people.
Dollar Street is an incredible online tool and is completely free. We visited 350 homes in over 50 countries and sorting photos not by country but by income. Let's look at beds. On the left, it's a thin mat on a dirt floor, but as you slide to the right, you see sturdy frames and fluffy mattresses that look exactly like yours. Now, let's talk about brushing teeth through video data. At our end of the street, we use plastic brushes and minty toothpaste like this. What a cute girl. But as you slide down to the poorer end, people start using their fingers or a stick. We even met a woman who scrapes sand from a wall, mixes it with water, and uses it as toothpaste. In our world, we have a separate gadget for every single thing. But at the other end, one single item must do 100 different jobs to survive. We tag these photos by function rather than object, so the wall is technically also a toothpaste bottle. It's not a culture of brushing with sand, they just don't have the $2 for a toothbrush yet.
We often get stuck in country stereotype thinking Americans do this or China do that. We think that everyone in the country is doing in a particular way because it's culture, but it becomes very obvious that you do things depending on your income. But look at these two neighbors on Dollar Street, one is in the US and one is in China. In reality, they are thousands of miles apart, but on our street, they are identical next door neighbors. Both families have brown letters of us, both have kids placed in the yard, and yes, both were probably made in China. Their bedrooms look so similar, so you couldn't tell without the labels. This proves that income dictates our lifestyle much more than our passport or tradition does. Media often shows us only the exotic or dramatic differences like wars or strange rituals. But Dollar Tree focuses on the quiet, everyday reality of normal family, which is rarely seen on the news. When you use photos as data, you kill country stereotype once and for all. We are not divided by borders as much as we are by our daily access to resources.
To understand the world, think of it in 4 income levels. On level 1, the poorest eat the same simple starchy food every single day with almost no nutrition. And as you move up, the variety increases and then we will gradual improvement. And finally, on level 4, we can decide every single day what we want to eat. And if we feed our kids the same dish 2 days in a row, we tend to think that they are gonna be malnourished, but which is not the case often. Let's look at transportation. The poorest has to walk getting somewhere. Then level 2, majority of the world has a bike, then a motorbike, and then a car. While we are busy thinking whether to eat kale or quinoa, a huge part of the world is just trying to get enough calories to survive another day. This isn't just about food, it's about the psychological freedom that comes with money. Level 4 allows us to be picky, but level 1 only allows for survival. It really puts our first world problems into perspective and makes us realize how lucky we are to even have the option to be bored with our food.
So, what is the ultimate lesson of Dollar Street? Is that data, when seen through a camera lens, destroys stereotypes. We often see other cultures as exotic or dramatic through the media's filter of war and conflict. But on Dollar Street, those words crumble. Whether we use a $100 electric toothbrush or a stick from a tree, the act of brushing is the same human desire for dignity. It proves that our lifestyle is shaped by our budget much more than our culture. Our income defines what we can buy, it does not define our humanity. We aren't as divided as the news wants us to believe. Next time you see a headline about a distant country, don't think about their exotic culture and think about their street address and their everyday dreams. We are one street, one people living on different budgets. We are all just human beings trying to fill our lives with love. Thank you.